on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Struggle from the crib, Medeska Academics, and Wayno here. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. We just spent 5 minutes trying to figure out how to say this new Uzi single, and I still don't know if we got it right, but we'll see when we get there. I'm curious what your guesses are. What's good, guys?
Good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. You know, I'm back representing Zone 6. You know me, man. Salute to my Atlanta niggas, man. Salute to everybody residing in Atlanta, even the outsiders. Salute to Young Chop. Hopefully he gets free. So.
Hopefully they stay safe right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, are you doing your part, academics, to let everybody know that to stay inside?
Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, like, I was highly disappointed when I seen in Chicago recently of, like, a house party with supposedly over 1,000 people. Like, come on, man. We got to do better. Listen, even me who likes being in the house, I'm getting a little stir crazy. My sleep schedule is fucked. I don't know about you guys, but the sleep schedule is fucked. I know a friend who is a psychiatrist. They've been like kind of like categorized and like chronicalizing like all the like effects of just being inside. Everyone, you know, like from being grumpy, you know, domestic violence going up, you know, other things, you know, that seems to be creeping into just the human psyche because we're not used to just being inside.
Yeah, it's definitely hard, and obviously people are taking a financial hit. So the governor of Georgia is already pushing. He's already reopened some businesses, things like hair salons and bowling alleys, and this week restaurants and movie theaters are going to happen. I think most people, especially health officials, think it's way too soon. You know what I mean? So hopefully anyone who's watching from anywhere in Georgia, stay safe and still stay home if you can. The governor is really tripping right now.
Absolutely.
Did y'all see the mayor of Nevada?
Oh, yeah, she was wild.
Y'all didn't see that.
This is the one with Anderson Cooper?
She was, completely clueless. She was like, yo, of course we should have the hotels like back open. So Anderson Cooper's like, you know, they go to the hotels for the casino. All right, open the casinos. No, like, you know, that's a whole problem. They'll figure it out. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
No, when they said, but when he actually said, well, will you be taking your ass there to be in the casino? She was like, no, why would I go? Like, I said them, not me. Like,
listen, man, stay safe out there. Please, please, please stay home if you can. So if you guys saw last Thursday's episode, we had French Montana on. He talked about him comparing his hits to Kendrick. He talked about this beef with Young Thug. Said they actually have no issues. And when he spoke to Fat Joe on Instagram Live, he said the same thing. It's just a miscommunication. But it looks like everyone is now taking their opportunity to call out French while this is going on. So Fabio Foreign is the latest. So he's calling out French for apparently using the drill sound but not putting on drill artists. Very specifically, he says he has an issue with French's new single that's called That's a Fact. He feel like it doesn't give Mr. Swipey, who's featured on the song, a real look. Here's what he had to say.
French Montana wildin', nigga. He wildin', nigga. He gonna have Swipey dancing and spinning in every video like if he's some type of backup dancer, nigga. Ain't no backup dancer for you, nigga. You ain't about to use drill beats and have niggas spinning, nigga. Put that nigga on the song, nigga. Or something like that, nigga. Do some shit like that, nigga. Put on for gang, nigga. You ain't putting on for gang, nigga. You see my son Drake got a song with me and Sosa, nigga. Meek on my mixtape. Like, niggas doing shit like that. If you gonna come into the culture, do shit like that. Otherwise, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas been in the game, y'all niggas been in the industry for 30 years. Still trying to steal a new source. Fuck wrong with that nigga.
All right, so thoughts on our French interview in general, and then Fabio Foreign's comments here. Do you feel like he's reaching just because the internet is in uproar at the moment, or does he have a valid point here?
You want me to go first, Wayno, or you want to take it away?
Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, it's not too crazy, but go ahead.
I love French. But I'm gonna side completely with Fabio Foreign here. You know, I do think this culture of Brooklyn drill, and even if you say, yo, well, that derives from, you know, maybe what the UK is doing. I do believe that regardless of which culture, they look at how people are trying to be a part of it, quote unquote, using it, and how they're help pushing it forward. And I do agree, you know, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I had no idea that this guy Swipey was an artist. I thought he was like the Bobby Shmurda, except the dancing version. So I saw him dancing in friends' videos, and I posted a bunch of videos. I didn't even really know that he's an artist. So I understand why Fabio Foreign is saying, hey, we already got a movement going on here. We're not asking you to come in and do whatever you're doing. You're trying to capitalize on what we have going on. It should be on you to try to show us that you really fuck with us instead of you're just trying to use the wave. So 100% I agree with that. Now, you know, shit, French has hit me since then and said, yo, I have done songs with him and he got songs coming out with me on it. So I am doing my part. But for what Fabio 4 in the scene, and I do think that he's been having this thought for a while. It just took till now. Definitely bad time for French, but he was a little bit frustrated, and I can't knock it.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like I didn't see him complaining. You know what I mean? I don't know Swipey. You know, I thought he was just like a dude that just danced in the videos too, but I didn't see him complain or him go out on a limb to say, well, you know, I danced in French vid. He didn't pay me or he didn't do anything. So I didn't really see the problem. Then if he did do songs with him, it just makes no sense. I think that, like, you know, it's probably a question that came up on his IG live on Fabio. I don't think that it was something that he just intended to do. I think somebody just probably said something to him and he just got caught up in a moment. Mm-hmm. But I think he should have probably checked in with Swipey first. Only reason why is because it's like now it creates this big problem and French is like a hot topic. And all along, he had songs with him. So if he didn't put him on his song, that's one thing. But if he did songs with him, then I don't see the problem at all. So I just think, again, it just seems like miscommunication when it's coming towards French.
Highly disagree with you, Wayno, and I love you. But highly disagree with you because of this reason. A lot of times, again, you know, French is the big artist. When you don't have a hit for yourself, like you look at any gesture as showing love. But showing love isn't being a mascot in the video. Let's be really honest. And you know, I'm related to, again, they're gonna kill me for it, but I got to.
Go ahead.
Wait, no, chill.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, because I got another example of somebody showing love.
At first, when Drake started doing the dancehall stuff, he started embracing Popcorn. By the way, huge figure in dancehall.
Right.
But he's embracing him on maybe like a few little sound bites. He uses a couple phrases by him, but he ain't do a song with him. Mr. Vegas, another pillar within dancehall, said, yo, whoa, I know Popcorn is like really excited that you're like even showing him any type of love, but you're using dancehall without really even giving back, you know? And giving back is kind of doing songs with him. Giving back is kind of putting him on that platform, because if he's inspired you to that amount, you shouldn't just be able to use him and not really reciprocate, especially when you're gaining another buzz from it. You got to realize. You got to realize.
You act like, come on, act like this is French Montana here. What are we expecting? Like you act like Drake is one thing, right? Like Drake is
any
one
artist.
thing.
All right. I get.
But look, I get what you're saying, right? Good points, but at the same time, when we talking about Drake put you on a record, or he features on your record, changes your entire life. It's not the same for French. Right? It's now real quick. That just made me think about, like, all right, when Meek did the difference with what's that shit with Quavo, right? Designer was hot at the time. All Designer has on the song is ad libs, like, you know what I mean? And he was dancing in the video and just saying like, so I didn't. It's different. It's different scenarios. I'm just saying, it's like, it's not like somebody hasn't danced in a video before and not been on a song with a nigga.
All right. Let me give you a better example. Okay, I shouldn't have brought that Drake shit. It's so complicated. So let me do this one.
Okay.
Casanova isn't a Brooklyn drill rapper, despite him being a Brooklyn rapper.
Right.
He did a song that people call Brooklyn Drill, right? Pop Smoke felt a little way, and of course, you know, it featured someone who he may have not been cool with, and this and third. But I do think people looked at like Casanova to say, yo, if you gonna really fuck with the drill scene, understand what it comes with. We ain't just making music where you could just unite everybody. That's not it. It's coming with a lot. You know what I'm talking about, Wayno. So let's use a Casanova example. Okay. What I'm saying is that, Wayno, you would be a little bit upset if you felt like somebody, like the person who you put under your wing, he's not gonna complain because he's hoping that there's gonna be more. Other people looking at it, they're looking at it like, yo, that's it? Like, really, you just gonna use him like a mascot in your video? I understand why that's coming out. Now, has that, or will that ruin potential things between French is a big artist and Fabio Foreign? Maybe. But I don't think it looks good in the end for French, because while we've been having this talk about Kendrick, people been looking at French like, yo, French, well, you kind of like a wave rider. You kind of like somebody who was getting carried. Now we see him jumping on the Brooklyn drill wave. Not a good look for French. That's what I said.
Okay.
I love French.
All right. How about this? How about some new music then? Today for
does Win have
no, he doesn't have a response.
Nah, not really. I mean, I just like I said, I just think it's a lot of misconfusion, misconfusion. I think a lot of people is feeling a lot of ways when they don't have to. I don't think it's that serious. You know what I mean? I don't think that with everything that you said, I don't think that French's intent is wrong. That's it. Like, I don't think his intent is in the wrong place. Now, if your intent is to be a fucking culture vulture, just take shit and use it for your own benefit and not look out, then you know, that's on you. But I don't think French doesn't have a reputation for not fucking with whoever he does music with. So,
is anyone's intent ever wrong though?
Yes.
What?
What kind of question? Can we move on?
No, give me one example and we can move on. Give me one example.
That's too. Like, I can't even think of that. It's still mad early. I can't even think of whose intent was wrong in these situations. But I do think that a lot of people, it is a lot of people's intent to just ride the wave and to just not give back. I mean, stop it. We've seen plenty of artists that you know that might have used the artist.
I see
for
everybody
getting
criticism. Yo, hold on. Let's not act like Jay didn't get criticism when he even like reached out in this song with even Jeezy. You know, like Drake don't get it when he reach out and do with new artists. I don't think the intent is like, yo, I just want to ride that wave. It's like, yo, I'm showing love a little bit too. You know, I think where we do get into these type of discussions is like, yo, how do you do it? You feel me? Do you do it where like they're basically just bigging you up and it's your show, or you're giving Block Boy the feature? It's his song. You feel me? You're giving him the platform.
Yeah. Then it's on him after that. Yeah.
It's on him after that. You know.
So, like, but why is it not looked at like that for French then? Like, why?
You know why? Because French without swiping, again, I didn't know he was a rapper and like that. That all that spinning and all that stuff would have not been making that's a fact song that authentic. You feel me? It's that's why that song is even considered somewhat authentic, because they see the spinning, they see all that shit, which people associate with Brooklyn drill. So again, that's why people are like, man, you're getting the ultimate credit while they're just a sideshow. People don't like that.
Okay. We'll see how this plays out.
You good, Ak? You feel better now?
I feel like French is gonna have a whole nother situation.
Yo, he's gonna spend all of this lockdown defending himself. We could just turn this into the French Montana show. It's like 3 episodes already.
I gotta apologize to him.
Don't worry. Pastor Ak. Yo, Academics is like a kid in a candy shop on Monday mornings. He's so excited to come on here and talk. You guys should see him. I love it. Right. I love it. All right, so today for Hit Brick or Wait on It, we want to start with a new Juice WRLD single. So Lil Baby did confirm that a posthumous album is on the way. This song is called Righteous. What do you guys think of this one? Aki, you mentioned before that it's not going to be like a lot of incomplete songs like we hear when some artists pass away, that he did have a lot of records finished. Do you like this one?
I think the song is good. I really like the song. This was one of the songs that Juice WRLD played for me before he passed away. I'm having a little bit different feelings knowing how he passed away. And I guess that is biasing me from not just judging the song as what it is, but now I'm looking into the contents of the song. But it's kind of unfair because he already passed away and it was very untimely. So if you just ask me about the song, this is a 100% hit. Will it be a hit? I think based on exactly how I feel, that might be the only thing to prevent it. Because people are thinking about, he's singing about codeine and pills. Again, very sensitive when we talk about Juice WRLD going forward. And maybe, again, obviously the family chose this. So I'm rocking with the family. The family's cool with it. I'm cool with it. But I do think it's a very conflicting thing for fans and everybody to digest.
Yeah, it's tough. Hit fun fact I learned over the weekend. March Madness never made it to Billboard. So that dismisses all my Billboard shit when it comes to hits. So, with that being said, I think that this is a hit, but when I listened to the record, it kind of like, it just seemed a bit sad due to the content of what he was talking about. And like you said, knowing how he passed away. And, yeah, it's just unsettling that, you know, that this young man is no longer here, but it's a really good song. You know what I mean? It just shows like the next wave of what he was going to possibly be able to do. But I call this a hit as well.
Okay.
100% a hit.
Okay.
100% a hit.
All right, so now we made it to the song that I'm not sure that any of us know how to say it. This one is from Lil Uzi Vert. This is his first single since dropping his album back in March. The title is an ode to a character in Naruto, the anime series. So I consulted our experts here on the production team, and they gave me what they say is the correct pronunciation. But I would love academics and Ueno to both take a shot. How do we say this Uzi song?
Listen, right?
I thought it was Sasuke. Wait, no, you're cheating. You didn't think it was Sasuke. I thought it was Sasuke because I'm a phonetical person.
Phonetical.
Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't think it was Sasuke. I thought it was like Sasuke, because I started like silencing letters and shit.
I did Sasuke.
Sasuke.
So SA-SUS. Or S-U-K, Sasus. No, S-U-S.
Forget it.
But I like that
Let's talk about this.
I has to put his body into it when he says the end.
Right, he gotta start like he a symphony orchestrator or some shit.
Right.
Well,
how do y'all pronounce shit?
All right, man. Look,
like
according to the experts, Lil Uzi Vert, Sasuke, brick hit or wait on it.
Oh man, I don't think that Uzi could really brick, but I don't like this song at all. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I think that like Uzi's burning himself out. You know what I mean? I really feel like he's burning himself out. Like you seen the little back and forth spat with him and Playboi Carti. Carti about to drop a song. Oh, I'm gonna drop a song. I'm gonna drop a tape the same day he dropped. Like, and then he just put this out. He just dropped 2 albums like back to back, and then now he drops this song. That's just like, I think if you one of those pure I love everything Uzi does motherfuckers, then you'll be fine with this. But for me, it's like I don't care too much for this record.
That's a good point. We just got so many songs from him. There's no need to drop more music right now. Do you think this is because of Cardiac?
No, 100%. This is definitely because of Cardi. Again, whatever their little inner feud is. By the way, we have to definitely state on the record that Cardi is the king of the baby voice. And the baby voice, if you listen to even his recent single, At Man, right? He utilizes that as long as most of his catalog, right? So I do think either poking fun, and we saw Uzi kind of trolling him throughout, like whether it was changing his profile picture to a different color of what Cardi had and as his album cover, and basically saying, Cardi's dropping Monday, I'm dropping Monday. So I do feel like he was trying to copy the flow and copy the voice that Cardi was doing on most of his songs. And while he did do a good job of that, I don't think this is it in terms of it being the song. You know, I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this ain't the one. You feel me?
Oh, okay, academics.
You one of them people. You one of them. What? This is prolific, diabolical. This is the best song. Yo, this shit. You know, it's a new level of Uzi. That's why I thought she was gonna come. I mean,
I'm very honest. Like again, when it happens, it happens. Remember how I reviewed the first body of work, which was the original project, and the deluxe. When it happens, I'm in tears. I'm crying. I can't wait. When it's mid, I'm like, oh man, let's start again. Okay. And by the way, I don't think he's saturating the market at all. We haven't had Uzi for 2 years. He could put out music, but just putting out anything thinking we're gonna just claim it's like classic, that's not gonna happen. You're not there, Uzi. Actually, no one's there.
Interesting. Well, he told a fan on Twitter that him and Cardi, so he said the beef was not fake, that they fought each other and now they're good. I don't even honestly know what the origins of this beef was. I cannot keep up with rapper beefs, but what's the problem? And do you think they really fought and they're all good now?
Well, I think that they really fought because I was hearing, you know, I know a lot of mutual parties, and I heard that Cardi wanted to fight him. You know, for a minute now, but I don't know.
So he's not like Rich the Kid. He's not going to run away.
Nah, he's not going to. Contrary to popular belief.
That's going to be having a little...
That was an honest question. Didn't we see the footage?
Nah, but Cardi, you know, a lot of people might look at Cardi and think, you know, he's kind of weird and dresses weird. And he be on bullshit time. I ain't going to lie. That kid be on bullshit time a lot.
There's videos that exist of him fighting already. I mean, did they fight? I don't know if that really happened. And I think maybe they had a conversation. Fighting for those 2 millionaires seems beneath them, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Honestly, what I heard that they had petty millionaire beef, that regular folks like us three, except Wayno's a millionaire, they would understand. And basically it was just these guys were friends, both excelling in their careers, and I heard that honestly ego got them to, you know, kind of have distance between them. And distance sometimes create, you know, misconception. Of course, it will create miscommunication, and that's why they had problems. But they never really had problems. It was just both artists rising their careers, and maybe if one has a little spurt, if the other one might feel away if certain things, how they used to do it or have certain agreements, don't pan out. So that's what I think it was, and that's what I heard it was. I don't think they fought at all, to keep it honest. But I'm glad that they're kind of cool, even though that seemed facetious as well. I don't think they're cool at all. I think like the mere fact that Uzi went through all that shit, and Wayno knows what it takes to drop a record. To drop a record that wasn't a banger, and a lot of people are saying mid, but he dropped it only to compete with Carti. No, there's something there still, if you ask me.
I think that they good, right? They might be good. I'll get some information this afternoon. I think that they're good.
You gonna get it this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm gonna find out what's going on in the world of the littles.
So,
you know what I mean?
Wait, when me and Ak catch up and become millionaires like Wayno, who's gonna be beefing between the three of us?
I'm beefing with Ak at all times, so let's just put that out there.
All right, cool. Yeah, Nadeska, we have to be cool. We have to be cool.
You and I? All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, no. We've just been through too much. Like, yo, like, for us to be beefing is like, that's like 2017, 2018.
All right.
We ain't beefing, man. We ain't beefing. We beefing with upper management. You know how that goes.
Always.
All right,
always.
Okay.
All right, so we got one more song. This one is Travis Scott and Kid Cudi. It's called The Scotts. So this is the first release we've heard from Travis this year. The second one from Cudi. He dropped a single recently called Leader of the Delinquents. Not sure if you guys like this one, but what do you guys think about this? So Travis had his big Fortnite event last week. He broke records, or over 12 million people streaming at once, which was incredible. Thoughts on this record?
For the presentation alone, I give it A+. You know, having Cause design the artwork, debuting it on Fortnite when you got like 500, 600,000 people on your live, you know what I mean, playing the game. The presentation was all the way there. When it comes to the record as well, I thought, like, you know, I've been very critical of Cudi over the past shit that he's done with Kids See Ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Cudi got one classic album to me, you know what I mean, with Man on the Moon. And then for me, a lot of shit is questionable. But at the same time, to see Cudi keep up right now with a Travis is what I wanted to see, and he did. So I think that the song, I would call it a hit. Also, we haven't heard Travis in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, of course, with the Jack Boys tape, that's cool. But this seems like Travis really locking in and honing in on how he wanted a song with him and him to go together. I really like this record. I fuck with this heavy.
That's good. Could you just please, for the record, just write down that, because we're gonna have to have a debate about this.
Oh, let's do it.
The way this nigga just talked about Kid Cudi, I just can't even.
Oh wow! Nah, y'all niggas is bugging.
I just
think
can't
everything
even
he be
believe.
dropping be heat.
No, I just can't believe he just said that.
Wildin'.
But I need y'all to just clip that for it to be the subject of debate when we talk about Cudi, because I will never in my life sit back and let a nigga like this talk about.
Heck, if you scared of Cudi fans, just say you scared of his fans.
No, I love Cudi, nigga. Are you dumb? I love Cudi.
I don't not love Cudi. I'm just saying everybody act like this nigga can't do nothing wrong.
Wait, hold on. What did he say that offended you? That he only has one classic album?
He only had one classic album.
Not only that.
One classic album.
Not only that.
What?
Not only that, like
what?
basically kind of even insinuating that everything after that classic album been either mid or trash. Not only that, but then to even dare say that he has to keep up with Travis.
Yes, he got to keep up with Travis. Yes, he do. Yes, he do got to keep up with Travis.
What?
Let me ask you this question. And you know what? I hate that we gotta go here, my nigga. But you gonna say wait a second. You gonna say, so you telling me that Cudi is better than Cudi got better music than Travis?
Oh shit. We don't have enough time to get into this fight.
We don't.
I'll just make the statement on the record.
What?
Kid Cudi is a better artist than Travis Scott.
That's bugging the fuck out.
Okay.
You're wild.
Okay. Now I get this recent 3 years, and I also
just only 3 years?
Okay, I understand 5. People won't understand like what Kid Cudi's going through mentally. So I get it. I get why the catalogs might be in Travis' favor, but Jesus Christ, the influence that Kid Cudi's had on this generation and
influence.
Everybody from
My
Kanye
nigga,
onwards.
Guess what? Allen Iverson. Listen. Allen Iverson influenced everybody. That don't make him better than Dwayne Wade. Just keeping you 100.
Wow. Okay. You know what, guys? I don't want to end on such a hostile note, so I'll just say this to close this. I don't even know if we talked. Did we talk about the song? I don't know. So when I was working at MTV a few years back, I remember interviewing Travis Scott and him saying how much he idolized Cudi, and I think, what did he say? He finally got to meet him and he drove around and played music. Travis Scott said he cried. That's how much he loves and idolizes Cudi. So I would hate that we would end this episode pitting these two gentlemen against each other. Okay? Can we end there for now?
Yeah, I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. And Cudi, he's on one of my favorite shows right now, Westworld. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy with Cudi's gearing up to drop some more music or drop an album. Very influential, all of that. I don't want to pit them against each other, but Academics is fucking bugging. That Zone 6 hat way too tight. He's been wearing it way too long. He got to start thinking straight. That's my brother. I want the best for Academics. So,
new one. Wayno, you're fucking bugging out.
Okay, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it.
We're gonna clip it there.
All right. Let's just leave it.
Deep breath, Dak. Deep breath. We'll revisit this one at another time.
The disrespect of Kid Cudi.
He didn't even mean to be disrespectful. In his defense, as a fellow Cudi stan, I don't think Wayno meant any disrespect. All right, man.
It's all about intent.
It's all about intent. He had the best intent here. All right, so guys, we do have to go, but I just want to mention we have talked a lot about how COVID-19 is hurting communities all over the country and definitely hitting prisons really hard right now. People are sharing very small spaces, not the most sanitary conditions. So Complex has partnered with an organization that's called the Last Prisoner Project. They're trying to help out prisoners who have been locked up unnecessarily for very minor weed offenses. So if you look in the top right corner of your YouTube screen, you'll see a button where you can donate, or if you want to go to their website, you can help sign a petition, which is going to press the president and the Bureau of Prisons to help protect those people. So just do your part as a good citizen, however you can. It's important.
Absolutely. Like this is good to see. I actually saw a few emails about this as well. I mean, like I got friends that's incarcerated currently right now, and the treatment. I mean, jail is already a harsh environment to be in, and the treatment that they're lacking in prisons is crazy. Like just the shit that people are going through for the easiest things that we can access is crazy in there. A lot of people are coming in with COVID. We had a lot of people doing visits, the guards going in and out. Now the prisoners are affected. It's really tough. I got family members in there, so this is good.
Yeah, I just want to send my condolences to really anyone in a tough situation right now with where they have to even deal with this. But definitely to everyone who's incarcerated. But this weekend, while I've been very fortunate. If you ever saw me look down this episode, my mom was texting me during, like I keep telling her I love her. I was telling her how much I miss her. I can't wait to see her because I've been staying away from her just for her health and also my health. And I want to say for everybody who's in the hip hop community, like especially this week, like I think we got a very stark reminder, and I don't know if Nesca was gonna bring it up, but like for the godson, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. That hit that hit hard. Like if you think this is one of the things that's happening to everybody else, everybody else's family, well, I look at, I got many families. And one of the families is hip hop. And whether it's rappers who I cover every day or whatever, I look at us like a fraternity, but also a family. To see him, pass away, but also, I want to send my prayers to Scarface as well. So I'm monitoring that situation. But, it's very serious right now. Very serious. Yeah. So like that's why when we began the show with a lot of laughter in terms of what places are opening up. I'm like, man, people are really fighting for their lives. Like this seems ridiculous to me, but I live in Jersey, close to New York, which everything is going to be shut down for a while. So I just want to send my condolences and my prayers for anyone who's incarcerated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Kodak, YNW Melly, anybody who's incarcerated, really. Again, I don't know if you're guilty or innocent, but I do know that you're not in the best position to defend yourself, make sure you're healthy, and fight against this virus. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Fred the Godson was only 35 years old, so it can happen to anyone. Rest in peace and condolences to all his friends and his family. And again, if you're in any of those states where your governors are reopening prematurely, I would say, please, if you can, stay home and stay safe. And thank you guys for watching Everyday Struggle. We'll see you here tomorrow.